Normally I do an intro to my videos, but today I just wanted to dedicate this video to the Black Lives Matter movement because it is such an important discussion to be having, and I have put some links to petitions to sign in the description box below, so please check that out. Hi there and welcome to my channel Reviews with Jules. If you're new here, make sure to click that subscribe button, and today I am going to be discussing BBC's Noughts and Crosses. So let's get into it. Noughts and Crosses is a drama which is actually an adaptation from the Mallory Blackman novel of the same name. There are 6 episodes of an hour long in this season, and it's available now on BBC iPlayer. Imagine an alternative world where Africa colonised Europe. That is basically the setting of Noughts and Crosses, and it focuses on the star-crossed lovers Sephy and Callum, and they are forbidden to be together because of their difference in race. Callum lives in poverty with his mum Maggie, brother Jude and dad Ryan. However, Sephy is living the life of luxury and she has a sister, a mum and a dad, Kamal. Now Kamal is like a politician, but he's a really scheming, conniving one, and the current Prime Minister wants to actually alleviate some of the sort of racial laws that are actually in play where Noughts and Crosses can't be together, but he really wants that to be in place, and it is because it is later revealed that he has an illegitimate son, Yarrow, which he tries to keep secret, and he had an affair with a white woman and they had a mixed race baby, Yarrow, and he later tries to buy him out, and Maggie, who is Callum's mum, is the only one who actually knows about the illegitimate son because she brought him up. Now, something you need to know about Maggie is that she is actually the maid of Sephy's mum, Jasmine, and that's how Sephy and Callum started hanging out, I guess, because they were kids and they would take them round there, and throughout the whole season they develop a little bit more of an intimate relationship. As well as all of this going on, you also have the underground liberation movement called the LM, and Jude, Callum's brother, actually gets involved with it and starts to commit acts of terrorism. Now, this actually lands Ryan, the dad, in prison because he doesn't want his sons to go to prison, so takes the fall for it. But, spoiler alert, that actually results in his death because he gets killed in prison. Callum then goes to the dark side after his dad's death and joins the LM, and he sort of splits up from Sephy for a little bit, and then they decide to kidnap her, but then she reveals, spoiler alert, that she is pregnant. So then he then goes, oh, what am I doing? And then they run away together, and that's where the series ends. It is so refreshing to see diversity and inclusivity on British television prime time. There was diversity both in front and behind the camera, and that is something that I particularly loved about the series, but also the production design was so beautiful. The costumes, the music, the location, and for that reason alone you should watch it. And as well as all those stuff, you were hearing new accents and dialects, and I think that is what made the series completely unique. Callum's story arc really let the series down, in my opinion, because he did a 360 flip back and forth within the last 2 episodes, and he developed a really lovely, endearing relationship and character within the first 3 to 4 that completely changed within like the last 2 episodes, and then within like the last 30 minutes of the series flipped back again, but only when he found out Sephy was pregnant and then decides to run away with her. And that was something that I thought completely let the series down, and think it would have benefited if there was more sort of little nuggets or inklings that he was maybe going to go to the dark side, and maybe a little bit more of a leaning out of the dark side rather than bish bash bosh. Sephi. She is such a smart cookie. I really liked her story arc. I think it might have been like episode 4 where there was just like a bit of a glitch, but apart from that, she really knows right from wrong and is such a lovable character. Callum is so lovely, like such a genuinely nice guy, apart from the last 2 to 3 episodes where he had a little bit of a flip around, which is what I disliked about the series. But apart from that, he was a very lovable character that wore his heart on his sleeve. Meggie, she was the character I loved the most. I love her so much. She is such a motherly, lovely teddy bear character. She can be stern and ballsy and honest when she wants to be, but also a shoulder to cry on. And she was really encouraging of Callum and Sephi's relationship, and she was just the sweetest. Kamal was such a devious and interesting character. He was so conniving with the Prime Minister, with Meggie, with Jasmine, with everyone. He was trying to pull the wool over everybody's eyes, but there was so much more going on deep down, which was so intriguing, and you love to hate him, which is why he was such a great character. An alternative world with great twists and turns and passionate star-crossed lovers, but with a storyline that veered towards the end, which is why I gave Noughts and Crosses 4 Jules. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, and next week I'm going to be reviewing Unorthodox on Netflix, so make sure to hit that notification bell so you do not miss out on that. And in the meantime, you can check out these reviews right over here. Bye.